Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin, see what's going on. Gonna jump into liquidation data here and kind of just see where we're at. A quick congrats to our community for some nice profits on our XRP, 25% short, and Bitcoin so far 22%. We secured profits in the low 85K range with a little bit left running to the low 83K range. So we'll see here soon if that's a potential reality for us. We're right in our point of control support range, so there's a decent chance we start to bottom out soon. But once more, you never truly know. Today's a Friday after all, so it's hard to really trust too much. But when we look at liquidation, we can see dang near every late long here in the market just got destroyed. Okay, most everyone. There's still a little bit left, about 83,500. So unfortunately, taking a long right now or in the relative recent past wasn't a good idea. Hindsight's 2020, of course. You know, it's easy to say now, but all the signs were there. So if you've been watching my videos for the week, you'll know that we've been expecting this to pull back, mainly because of manipulation, not because of hidden bearish divergences. It's really just straightforward. Like the market is pretty good about getting people to, getting to trap people into late longs and then shifting gears to significant shifts in momentum. Okay, so we take a look here at liquidation. The only thing left here for liquidation locally is a little pocket at 81,000 and 83,000. So we are closer to 83,000. Wouldn't be surprised we see a quick wick down to that low level there. But liquidation delta is now at 15 billion to the downside. So that's quite a lot. Definitely not the kind of trading conditions you want to just blindly take a long into. I know I've been talking to my community and just through my videos here about shorting the 87K range, which we did, secured profits in the 85 to 84, and then taking a long from 84,000 back up, because this is likely a manipulative wave we're in right now, and the probability of the price going up is higher now based on the fact that they're trapping late shorts. I mean, we got 15 billion in shorts now at this point, currently in profit, and truth be told, most people are super greedy. They're not going to secure profits, so the price will probably turn right back up again. Anyways, those are all just speculation, but for the most part here, all local points of open interest / points of control have been effectively swept. And once more, we'll just kind of reiterate, since what roughly the 1st of March. This is just say this is March's bear flag type of pattern here. We can see the simple way to understand it is that locally we can see 84,100 as that point of control. That's where we have the most amount of average interest in this coin. So just know we're approaching support, and likelihood of bouncing from here is slightly higher. Let's double check this here. We're under the 50-day SMA, testing the 20-day SMA. That 20 is also giving us some confluence at 84,000. So once more, just if we close above 84K today, it may be a decent consideration to consider a long at that point. Again, I don't like to take longs in the blind here, but the truth is, if we stop here at 84,000, we can hold that level today. Decent chance we see a slight relief rally. That may not come over the weekend, but we will see that recovery in the relative near future. It's just kind of how it's supposed to work, or has been working based on these manipulative power of 3 type of scenarios. This is the 3rd power of 3 play out so far this month. So I'll just, kind of giving you some friendly advice. Be very careful taking longs, but a long at this local controlling range of 84,000 seems like a pretty decent idea. Even if you go back to February, you can see a lot of support there. Okay. So all that being said, the daily time frame, we're seeing some significant divergences here, but nothing like super telling that we're just going to drop to the ground floor. So hypothetically, a long seems like a feasibility here. And let's just see here on the 4-hour if that's realistic or not. We're getting closer to 30 on the RSI, generally construed as a support range and an area in which we see that pivot or bounce. So while we're under the moving average and we can see stochastics trying to swing up and MACD is diverging, there's really not like, this isn't like a certain 100% certainty we're going to bounce here. But based on typical ranges and essentially sweeping that lower level liquidation outside of 83,000, there's a decent chance we will see recovery here just based on these little indicators. But you got to recognize those are not reasons to take a trade. It's important to understand that from a technical analysis standpoint, everything is showing significant divergence here and letting us know that further downside does make more sense. So me and personally, in situations like this, now that we have a short position open, I'm going to let the rest ride to see if we can get a little more profit out of it. But I'm not going to open a short right now because it's just too scary to short what feels like the tentative bottom. Okay, so if you were to consider shorting, we would want to spend more time in this range and essentially come up, maybe create somewhat of a bearish type of rectangle pattern, and then you consider shorting at the previous support level. So if we cannot get back up above 84,000 for the next couple of days, it may be advantageous to consider shorting. But at that point, again, a lot of folks will be trapped into late longs and the price will probably come back up as per usual. So just to quickly clarify this power 3, if you're not familiar with it, it's pretty straightforward. We can simply put the price works itself into an accumulation range, and then it sweeps down here to a manipulative wave, which essentially traps late shorts, and then the likelihood of the price shooting back up to break its recent high is even greater, and that absolutely destroys any late shorts and pretty much just puts everyone on their hands and knees. Future reference too, I apologize, I skipped over this. CME gap has been filled, so that's half the reason why 84,000 had that confluence, and you can kind of see that here as far as the CME gap, which is this guy right here. This guy has been filled. So I'll go ahead and clarify that on my crypto update there, but generally speaking here, this is all standard normal stuff that shouldn't be too surprising for us, okay? I hope it makes sense and I clarified correctly. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining us here. Be sure you check out Bitunix too, folks. Links are available on my Twitter, Telegram, or Discord, or down below. Amazing benefits here for this exchange. No KYC or VPN required. They've been pretty awesome to us here. So thanks again, Bitunix, for the awesome benefits for our community, and hope you all have a good one. Thanks so much again for your time. We'll see you again soon. Take care.